Good day, grade 1 learners. You are listening to DW Learn Paniki 93.1 FM and simulcast live streaming via PNC's FB group. I am your teacher broadcaster, teacher Mona Lisa Arpakis. Welcome to your daily dose of learning in English 1. Do you still remember what we learned in our first quarter? Those are for your reading skills. I believe you can already read a little faster now, for we learned about correct sounding of letters already. But still, you have to learn more, kids, so you better be ready to learn something new today. Come on, get ready with your learning activity sheets and let us start. We already tackled a little about words, phrases, and sentences last time. Please read and identify if these are words, phrases, or sentences. Pencil. Pencil. Is that a word, a phrase, or a sentence, kids? Yes, that is just a word. Next. I. I. I is also a word, isn't it? Even if it's just a letter, but still considered as a word. Yellow pen. Yellow pen. Very good. Yellow pen has two words, but without a complete thought. So this is a phrase. The yellow pen is long. The yellow pen is long. Is that a word, phrase, or sentence? Perfect. It is a sentence because it has a complete thought. It tells something about the pen. Let's have the next one, kids. Pretty flower. Pretty flower. That is still a phrase. Perfect. If I will make it a sentence, I must say, the flower is pretty. Or, the pretty flower is color red. There are lots of pretty flowers in the garden. That could also be a sentence about the pretty flower. Telling something about the pretty flower is a sentence. So those are sentences, kids. I still have another kind of sentence here. Can you spot the difference between group A and group B? These are all sentences. Can you spot the difference? Aside from the words given in the group. Did you spot the difference, kids? Awesome. Sentences in group A end with a period. How about in group B? They end with a question mark. So group A sentences ends with a period, and group B sentences end with question mark. These are all sentences. The telling sentences and the asking sentences. Let us read the asking sentences, kids. What is your name? What is your name? Where do you live? Where do you live? How old are you? How old are you? Very good. Let us read them again. What is your name? Where do you live? How old are you? Very good. How about these asking sentences? Is your father handsome? Is your father handsome? Are you going to market? Are you going to market? Is this your dress? Is this your dress? Did you notice something as you read these asking sentences, kids? Let me read them again, and later read with me. Let us name this group now Group A. Let's read this again, kids. Is your father handsome? Are you going to market? Is this your dress? Again, that kids. Is your father handsome? Are you going to market? Is this your dress? Let us read now the asking questions we have in this group B. What is your name? Where do you live? How old are you? What is your name? Where do you live? How old are you? Did you hear the difference on the way we read them, kids? Perfect. Group A was read in a rising intonation or going up pitch or tone. And those, or here in group B, is in falling intonation or going down pitch or going down tone. Is your father handsome? Are you going to market? Is this your dress? What is your name? Where do you live? How old are you? Now let us answer these questions with Baron Ethiel, my pupil. What is your name?
My name is Baron Itiel Manalo Tulabon.
Where do you live?
I live in Poblacion, Sir Paniki Tarlac.
How old are you?
I am 7 years old.
Very good, Baron. Let us answer the questions too in group A. So those are our questions or answers in group B. Let us have group A, kids. Is your father handsome? Baron, is your father handsome?
Yes.
Are you going to market, Baron?
No.
Is this your dress, Baron?
Yes.
Did you notice something about how Baron answered the questions, kids? Amazing. Group A questions are in rising intonation They are answerable with a yes or a no. Unlike those answers we have in group A a while ago. Our answers in group A are yes or a no. A while ago, we have different answers in group B. What did you learn from our lesson today, Baron?
I learned that questions which are answerable with a yes or a no are in rising intonation.
Perfect, Baron. Let us try to answer now. In your learning activity sheets, activity A. Write word, phrase, or sentence on the blank. Are you ready now, kids? Just write word without the S, phrase without the last S, and sentence without the S. Let's have number 1. A good boy or good boy. Come on, write your answer now, kids, on your learning activity sheet. A good boy is a word, a phrase, or a sentence. Did you answer phrase? That is correct. Good boy is a phrase. How about number 2? Snakes. Snakes. Go kids, write your answer. This is only, snakes is only a word. Did you get the correct answer? Very good. Let's have number 3, kids. My mother is cooking for lunch. My mother is cooking for lunch. This ends with a period. My mother is cooking for lunch. So you are correct if you answered that this is a sentence. Let's have number 4, kids. Jose and Nora are best friends. Jose and Nora are best friends. So this is now a sentence. Perfect. And for the last number, kids, 8 stones. 8 stones. This has no complete thought. With 2 words, but no complete thought. So this is just a phrase. Good job, kids. Now we move on to activity B. Check all the sentences that ask questions. Come on, let's read and put a check on the line before the number of an asking sentence. The boy is playing with his brothers. The boy is playing with his brothers. Is this an asking question? You put a check. If not, do not put a check on the line. Next, when is your birthday? When is your birthday? Number 3, do you love your sister? Do you love your sister? Just put a check, kids, if this is an asking question. Let's have number 4 now, kids. We listen carefully as the teacher explains the lesson. We listen carefully as the teacher explains the lesson. And for the last number, how much money do you have in your wallet? How much money do you have in your wallet? Are you done? Just check all the asking questions. Come on, let's check your answers now. Number 1, the boy's playing with his brothers. Did you put a check mark here? No, no, no. It is not an asking question, kids. So let's have number 2. When is your birthday? You put a check mark on this because this is a question or asking question, kids. It ends with a question mark. Let's have number 3. Do you love your sister? With a question mark here. So this is a question. Do you love your sister? Very good. You're doing great, kids. Let's have number 4. We'll listen carefully as the teacher explains the lesson. Answer the period. Is this a question, kids? Is this an asking sentence? No, no, no. No check here in number 4. And number 5, you check it because it's a question or asking sentence, kids. How much money do you have in your wallet? It's a question. Did you get a perfect score? Let us have number 2 again, kids. When is your birthday? Is it in a rising intonation or falling intonation? When is your birthday? This is in a falling intonation. How about number 3? Do you love your sister? Do you love your sister? Rising or falling intonation? Do you love your sister? It's a rising intonation, kids. And of course, number 5, asking question is, how much money do you have in your wallet? How much money do you have in your wallet? This question is in a falling intonation. That's it for today, kids. Now you're ready to answer the remaining activities in your learning activity sheets. For activity C, draw an arrow going up if the sentence gives a rising intonation and an arrow going down for a falling intonation. Good job! My special thanks to Jimena Catalina, who designed the PowerPoint background I used from Slide Carnival downloadable free. Thank you very much, Ma'am Jimena Catalina. Did you have fun singing or listening and learning today? Me too. I enjoyed these 20 minutes of teaching and learning with you. Hoping you did well with your lesson today, kids. Again, this is your teacher broadcaster, Teacher Mona Lisa Arpakis, your teacher in grade 1, saying, learn English now. Be globally oriented to be globally competitive as you embrace the new normal education. Stay motivated, stay safe, God bless you, and enjoy the rest of the day. Tune in next time. Goodbye, everyone.